Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Shelly. I am a bag maker turned garment sewist, and I make a lot of sewing content as well as run a custom handmade bag and goods business. Today, we're starting a vlog. It's Friday night, and before I go on, I'm just gonna apologize to y'all in advance because college football is on. My husband is a huge Hurricanes fan. They're playing, so he's screaming and yelling at the TV like they can hear him. I have assured him time after time that they cannot, and it just hurts our ears and annoys his family when he yells at the TV like that. He doesn't care. He still is gonna do it. So if you hear screaming in the background, it's definitely him. I've literally shot this intro like 3 times, but I don't want to postpone this video because I've got a lot of goodies in the mail that I want to share. I'm also getting ready for my first event, which I am super excited about. It is going to be a sip and stitch. I am providing all the fabric. We're going to be making tote bags. So I've got all the materials in the mail. We're going to be using canvas and waterproof canvas on the interior, lots of webbing. So I just got a bunch of goodies that I want to share, as well as some new fabrics in from Minerva that I think I want to try to sew up really quick. So yeah, I don't want to postpone this because I really need to get that stuff open. So this is going to be a vlog video where I get ready with y'all as well as take y'all with me to Atlanta, which is where the first event is going to be. Technically, it's in College Park at what she's creating Enterprises, which is run by a fellow sewist by the name of Nisi. She does a lot of sewing classes and teaches everybody how to sew. So that's where I'm going to be having my first event. The second event is actually going to be very close to a city right outside of San Antonio here called Spring Branch at Kai Simone Winery, which is owned by a fellow veteran. Whoop, whoop. She owns the winery, and we have actually paired in events in the past, and so she was more than happy to let me host a sip and stitch there, which I'm super excited about because her wines are absolutely amazing. So yeah, without further ado, let's open up some mail. Okay, so before we look at the canvas that we're going to be making the tote bags out of, I just wanted to share the newest fabric that I got in from Minerva. Y'all, I opened it up like 2 days ago and threw it back in there because I was not ready to deal with it. But how cute is this? And to know me is to know I love an animal print fabric. This is a rayon challis. It's super cute. I feel like a drapey dress with some black knee-high boots. That's probably what I'm gonna do with this. I was actually thinking about a pattern that I made before. I want to say it's Simplicity 9539. I think that's it. I'm going to put the pattern envelope right here. But I've made this pattern before. I used an animal print fabric. And this is a dress that I made with it. And I feel like this would also be really cute in that dress. Plus, that dress is a little too small, because I may or may not have gained just a few pounds since I made it last year. But I feel like I want to do it again. I want to make the sleeves long, but like the bubble sleeve with elastic at the wrist. I feel like that would be super, super cute. Maybe a little bit longer because that one, like I said, is short. And honestly, it's just too small. So it's too tight and too short. So I want to do it again, and I'm going to do it again in this fabric. All right, y'all. So as far as the canvas, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options for y'all. 1, because I'm indecisive, and 2, I like options and I like to give others options. So I have 8 fabrics. All of these fabrics that I'm going to show y'all are from Spoonflower. I actually ordered fabrics from Minerva first, One, because as a Minerva ambassador, you know, I get a nice discount. But two, Minerva has a bunch of partnerships with a bunch of sewists and creators that I admire and follow, and I would have really loved to feature their fabrics on some of these tote bags. But y'all, with the tariffs and the shipping delays, wasn't no way it was gonna get here. Like, I ordered the initial fabrics, I want to say around the 13th of September, and about a week later I got a message from Minerva about most of them being print on demand, which I knew. But after I started thinking through, you know, the print on demand time, as well as giving myself enough time to make some sample bags, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Plus, the fabric that I just showed y'all that I just received from Minerva a few days ago, y'all, that was from August. That was from the August call out for ambassadors. And I want to say it shipped like the 27th or 28th of August is when I got the shipping notification, and it just got here. So yeah, after I was thinking about that and checking my emails and timestamps and dates, I said there's no way. So I went ahead and logged on to Minerva. Logged on to Spoonflower. They had a sale going on, and so I just picked out some of their really pretty dogwood denim as well as canvas, which honestly feel very much the same. But I just picked out some of the best fabrics that they had, and that's what we're gonna use, because especially with them being here in the US, I believe they're in North Carolina, maybe South Carolina, I don't know. I get the Carolinas mixed up, but I know they're in one of them. And I have made 2 orders. I got one a few weeks back, and I was able to make my sample bag, which I am very excited about. I actually made 3. And I probably should show y'all. Let me show y'all the sample bags before I show you the fabric. That way you can get the vision. Hold up. All right, so sample bag 1. This was also the first bag I made. I had this fabric in my stash already. It's actually a Spoonflower fabric as well. I bought this like 2 years ago, but I literally had just enough to make this bag as well as a like pouch that I made. But how cute is this? I was gonna say it's a basic tote bag for the lack of better terms, but obviously nothing's basic about it, but it's constructed very, very quickly. Like, there's only a few pieces you have to sew up. So this exterior is a dogwood denim. The interior is a waterproof canvas, and this is 1.5-inch nylon webbing. Also wanted to tell y'all that there's no interfacing in this bag. Besides the piece of cardboard that I put right here, there's no interfacing because the denim is super sturdy, as well as the waterproof canvas on the inside. There was no need to add any more structure. This one, however, I did want some structure to be added to it, so I did interface it just with a simple woven interfacing. But as you can see, it's a little bit smaller than that one. There is a pocket here on this side as well as on the interior. This one also has a snap unlike the other one, and I put a D-ring holder right here just to be able to clip my keys or my lotion, or for somebody else to be able to do so. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I'm carrying a big bag, the things that you need the most seem to get like lost, like your keys and your lotion. So it's nice to be able to have that clip right there to be able to clip that on there. All right, so now that we've seen the bags, let's look at the fabrics. Okay, y'all, so I got 2 packages, actually 2 sets. I ordered this one maybe about a week and a half ago and got it 2-3 days ago. And then I ordered this set back in September when I realized that my Minerva fabrics would not make it in time. So it doesn't take very long for my Spoonflower orders to get to me, even though they advertise like, oh, it'll ship by this date. I usually get it before the ship by date. So no need for me to pay for express shipping unless I am truly like at a time, you know, unless it's truly time sensitive. But anyway, let's get into these fabrics. So this is option number 1. This is like a classic abstract design in a tote bag. I feel like this would be so cute. I have black webbing, but I also have different color webbings, you know, if you want to be fancy. And also on the interior, I probably have 6 or 7 options too as far as colors for the waterproof canvas that's going to go on the inside. So that's option 1. Let's get into option 2, which is this gorgeous checkerboard. I want to say it's like, I was going to say teal, but it's more of like an evergreen color. It's definitely more green than blue, but I have that in 2 colorways. This one, which is that tote bag that I already showed you. So I have these 2. We'll just call those options 2 and 3. Next up is option 4, and I just think this is so pretty. Like, isn't this just such a unique design in a tote bag? I feel like that would be gorgeous. And then another one. Look at this one. I love it. I love the different colors in this fabric. I also feel like this in a tote bag with, I have black webbing, I have red webbing. So the choices are endless with designing this tote bag with this fabric. All right, so this last shipment is definitely my favorite because since I had such colorful fabrics in that first shipment, I decided to tone it down as well as get my favorite, an animal print, y'all. So let me show y'all that one first. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this just so gorgeous? And more than likely, I think I got maybe 2 or 3 yards of this one. This is going to be the fabric I use to make that 3rd version. And for this one, I'm not going to use any nylon webbing. I'm actually going to use this fabric as I'm going to make a handle as well as a crossbody strap. I feel like this one will probably be the one people like the most just because, one, the fabric, duh. But just having all of the same like matching pieces as far as the handle and the strap made in this, I just feel like it's just going to be very, very modern and cute. All right, next up, I wanted to get like a color of the season, and this one is actually a little more purple than it looked online, but I'm still not mad at it because I just love how sleek the designs are in there, and I really love this one. And the next one is very similar to that one, but this one is green because you can't go wrong with green. I feel like a green tote bag, and I love kind of this. There's a design, but it's all like the same shade, so it's super, super subtle. So these are all the fabrics I have, y'all. So let me know what y'all think about these fabrics, and let's get into making this simple tote bag. Hey y'all, so it's the next day. It's actually the next afternoon. It's Saturday. I had baseball today, so I was out there getting my baseball mom on. My son had 2 games this morning, and so now I'm back and I'm ready to at least attempt to get this 3rd and final tote bag complete. But y'all, if I'm being honest, I'm on the fence. Not about making the tote bag, but if I'm gonna offer it in the sip and sew. One, because obviously I've already calculated everything. Tickets are on sale, and I priced everything based off people getting a 1/2 yard of the canvas. Same thing with the waterproof. Like, I've already calculated the cost of the materials versus like the class. And this new tote bag, which I use the animal print fabric because it's so pretty. It just takes a little bit more fabric than what I had initially calculated. So obviously, as a business owner, I want to make sure this makes sense financially. But in addition to that, I don't want to run out of the supplies I need to make the class a success. Plus, another plus is that since it's more fabric, there's more pieces, it's gonna take longer to make this bag in the 3-hour allotted time frame that we have for the class. But I'm just going to show you guys what I have. So this is going to be like the panel. I have the side pieces, the 2 handles, and I also cut the crossbody strap. And honestly, it's more so giving shoulder strap than crossbody strap, just based off of the amount of fabric I have. I could obviously have cut this longer, made it longer, but then that's me taking away from fabric for the rest of the people coming. So yeah, I have some things to think about. Plus, I also have webbing. Obviously, I have a lot of webbing. Y'all, look at this webbing. Isn't this so cute? It says handmade. I think you can see it. It says handmade in a lowercase script font, and it's like branded into the webbing, so it's just super cute. So I can always do this too, but just being mindful of not doing too much, because I can do too much. But I want to make this, I just want to make sure people have really nice tote bags. So I'm on the fence about offering this bag particular, but I'm still gonna make it because I already have everything cut up and I already have enough whips. I don't want to add this to the pile. I'm sitting on my floor because I'm cutting fabric. Yes, I still cut fabric sitting on the floor. Eventually, I am going to get a cutting table. I actually found something on Marketplace yesterday, but by the time I reached out, the seller is like, I'm in talks with somebody else. So I messaged them earlier today like, hey, is it sold yet? Because they have one of those really big collapsible tables, and I think he's selling it for like 70. She, I don't know, selling it for like $70. So I'm like, oh, that's a steal, and I really need one. But the struggle is, where the heck am I gonna put it? I have all this stuff in here. I mean, I have some ideas because I have this fabric situation. Let me show you. So it's actually a calyx from IKEA, and I mean, it's super cute with all the fabric in there, but it's really like fabric overflow at this point. And a place for me to just store all of my junk fabric. It would be a really good place to put a cutting table. So I'm gonna be trying to figure that out in the next in the upcoming weeks. But anyway, sitting here cutting fabric, I got so busy in making the bag, y'all. I did not turn the camera on, but the bag is done. Well, I lied, it's not done. As I was making it and troubleshooting and trying to make sure everything was right, because right now the lining isn't fitting in there like I would like it to. I'm like, Shelly, you're not even gonna be doing this bag in the class. Let's focus on what you need for the class, right? Priorities. So I cut out another one. It's similar to that one, but it's a lot different. There's no pockets, there are no zippers, and it's just a basic kind of fold over situation when it comes to the lining and the exterior fabric. That one is very different. It just looks better. I mean, they both look better. I hope you understand what I mean. That one is just, it's more technical when it comes to the design of that bag. But this will be the one that we do in the class. Yo, I love this fabric, obviously. I bought it to make a dress with it, and I had so much left over. I may make a few more bags with this. This one I didn't interface at all, so you can kind of fold it up. There's not a lot of structure, but it is a very big bag. You can put a lot of stuff in here. So this will be the third offering, the third pattern for the sip and stitch. And you may ask yourself, Shelly, why are y'all making so many different bags? Because I like options. And I know y'all like options too. So I felt like it was my duty to give the girls options, the girls and guys. I mean, right now there's only girls coming to the class. There's actually 5 people registered for the class. There's 8 seats, 5 registered. So I'm excited about that, especially being this is my first event. I was hoping that like I would get 8 people to come, But hey, I am thankful for the 5 that will be there. So I leave in 2 days. So right now, I am cutting fabric for the kits. I got all of the preferences from all of the attendees. So now I'm just putting the kits together so they don't have to do it when they come to class. We can just get to sewing and sipping, of course. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do with this fabric right here. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God, is this how easy it is to sew this? So we're gonna do the same thing. The clips that I gave y'all, go ahead and grab those. I forgot how many sections I want to. So this is totally up to y'all. Y'all can go however you want. I'm just gonna show you the dimensions between this. One thing I wanted to make sure that everybody didn't leave with the same little thing. So there's 7 inches between these straps. I put them about 3.5 inches from the corner. So if you want them to be closer, it's your baby. You can design them however you want to. But what you'll do is you will take the strap. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
I need to go on a trip.
My heart is oh so full. This event was such a good time. I had so much fun and learned so much more. It's such a blessing to see this event go from an idea to coming to fruition. There is another sip and sew planned, but I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here so that it's not crazy long. So there will be a part 2. See y'all in the next one. Happy sewing, y'all.